Welcome to the first round of the Rivals Cup at the Glen. We are in for a treat as our 29 drivers each hunt down their rival. And we are racing at the Glen. 29 cars stream across the line. Razvan Logigan leading them away as the whole field funnels into turn one. 3 wide and hunting hard. Straight into a scrap for the podium. Mikel Nitschi is glued to the gearbox of Razvan Logigan through sector 2. 8 metres apart, trading blows wheel to wheel on this opening lap. But it's turning ugly down the order. Henry Ramirez gets it wrong in sector 2 and crashes hard out of P20. A big one early, debris everywhere as the pack threads through. Back in the points fight, Andy M. Hudson finally makes it stick, diving through in sector 3 on Richie Jr. Kaplan to grab P8 by just 0.2 of a metre. And now, real chaos. Tom crashes in sector 3 and there are 3 cars caught up in this one. A genuine pile-up collecting the back markers as they tumble towards the line. Up front, the lead changes hands. Felix Kotick powers past Mikel Nitschi to take P1 on lap 5. A decisive move as the leaders fire out of the first sector. Trouble again in the midfield. Famolo Modipane loses it and crashes out of P16 in sector 1, ending a battle he'd been fighting all afternoon. Although it looks like Wilkins was responsible for that shunt. Will the stewards have a look at that after the race? There might be a penalty coming his way. Razvan Logigan is back on the move, hunting down Tim R. Gray and forcing his way through for P3 on lap 6, a key podium pass. And another one bites the dust. Devan Herman crashes out of the top 10 battle in sector 2. A major shunt on lap 7 that ends his run for P10. Was that an unsafe rejoin? I'm not sure reversing back onto the track is allowed under these regulations. Perhaps another driver is off to see the stewards this afternoon? We will have to wait and see what the outcome is. Maybe Devan and Chris can keep each other entertained while they sit in the naughty corner outside the steward's office. A cracking midfield fight for P15. Chris Wilkin and Jason Parnes locked together through sector 2, barely half a metre apart, neither man giving an inch. Into the mid-race, the fight for P5 is on the limit. Bjorn Schlesselmann and Mark Kirstein trade the place wheel to wheel through sector 2. Dead level. Heartbreak for Richie Jr. Kaplan. He spins out of P9 in sector 3 on lap 11. Although he recovers quickly, unfortunately it put him back from the pack. He'll have to work hard to rejoin the group. Disaster for Justin. He spins out of P16 in sector 1 on lap 18. And yet, he avoids the barriers. Incredible! And a little detour off track and he is back in the hunt. Now, can he hunt his rival down? Still ferocious behind for P5, Bjorn Schlesselmann and Manuel Valls nose to tail through sector 1, half a metre between them as the laps tick away. The lead changes again. Felix Kotick slices past Mikel Nitschi for P1 in sector 2 on lap 20. 0.2 of a metre between them. This fight for victory going to the wire. And Felix Kotick takes the checkered flag at Watkins Glen. A superb drive to victory ahead of Mikel Nitschi, Tim R. Gray completing the podium. A breathless race and Kotick is on top. What an incredible end to round 1 of the Rivals Cup here at the Glen. We've had it all. Spins, crashes, overtakes, tears and jeers. And what a wonderful fight for P1 that was. Brilliant stuff. The Rivals Cup is heating up. Join us next week for a race up and down the hill at historic Mount Panorama. Will Felix be able to hold on to his lead? Will Diven be able to hold on to his brakes? And will Top be able to hold on to his grip? You'll have to join us next week for round 2 to find out.